My name is Jesse Fuhrman. I was a graduate teaching associate at the Ohio State University. And one of the things that I encountered when I was teaching online classes here was that many of the students wanted to, or seemed to want, a sort of the same experience that they had online as they were having in the classroom. And typically what that meant was that they were looking for a lecture. But lectures don't typically work very well online. And one of the more important things then is to manage the classroom through discussions. Discussions foster a sense of community that is definitely a necessary thing to develop in an online class, because we don't have that automatic feeling of community that you get from being in the classroom and interacting before and after class a little bit with the instructor, with your classmates. Some of those students might become annoyed or frustrated that they're not getting anything from the teacher, but rather, from all of the rest of their students, or the other students in the classroom. For those students, for their benefit as well as everybody else, it's really important to sort of address how you expect that learning to happen, to talk about discussions being an important part of the learning process. And I find it really helpful to frame it in the way of being very similar to a seminar, where you'll have a professor or instructor facilitate a conversation, but it's really up to the students to interact, to bring their own understanding of a particular topic to the table, and to have that understanding interact with the understandings of other students, and to sort of produce either a more holistic or just another way of looking at that topic. By explaining it that way, I've found that it works relatively well in allaying any kind of fears or frustration that might arise from not having a lecture. In the online classroom, much like in an upper division seminar, where the learning really happens is where there's interaction between the students. When they take the information that they've gotten from reading or something of that sort, from videos online or whatever the sort of main source of the content is, and they've sort of taken that a little bit, but it's really only when they take their view of that and have it come up against other people's understanding of it, where they really get to negotiate the real meaning that might be there, and really come to a new kind of understanding. And if learning is changing what it is that you know by gaining more, or at least another aspect to what you know, then that's where that really happens.